Good evening and welcome to Up South Politics, Entertainment, Sports and a story from Kerala that will leave you feeling good about being part of India. All that in the next 30 minutes with me, T.S. Sudhir. Ahead of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Amravati on the 22nd of October to lay the foundation stone for Andhra Pradesh's new greenfield capital, Amravati, the National Green Tribunal has shown the red flag to Amravati, but the state government says work and the ceremony will still go on.
This work to clear the agricultural land ahead of the foundation stone laying ceremony of Amravati, the greenfield capital of Andhra Pradesh, has been on for several days now. But there is a question mark on continue. Now that the National Green Tribunal has stayed all construction activity in the capital city zone, it has also strictly prohibited land levelling work or removal of any crop.
The orders are so clear enough that they are not supposed to enter into the government is not supposed to enter into the fields and cannot clear the ground or disturb the boundaries of the fields, and even to level the land. Forget about construction.
The petitioner points out that a multi-crop area is being destroyed to take up construction activity, which will convert the fertile Krishna Delta into an urban jungle. The petition also points out that Amravati is a flood-prone area and any high-rise construction could have disastrous consequences for the environment.
The Andhra Pradesh government argues that levelling the ground does not constitute construction activity and that all conditions will be met before the first brick is laid.
All the norms will be fulfilled before actually undertaking the construction. The construction is yet to be undertaken. But there is a question that could there be ground levelling before the Environmental Impact Assessment Committee is giving us the permission. The Environmental Assessment Committee has given us the permission.
With just 10 days left for D-Day, Andhra Pradesh is likely to appeal in the Supreme Court against the tribunal order. With Anusha Soni in New Delhi and T.S. Sudhir in Hyderabad, Bureau Report, India Today.
Joining me now from Visakhapatnam is former Energy Secretary to the Government of India, Mr. A.S. Sharma, who has written a letter to the PMO to ask the Prime Minister not to attend this ceremony on the 22nd of October. Mr. Sharma, why have you written this letter to the Prime Minister? Why don't you want the Prime Minister to attend this ceremony?
There are three reasons, Sudhir. One is that under Section 6 of the Andhra Pradesh State Reorganization Act, there is a Sivaramakrishnan committee with specific terms of reference and for the capital location. And the terms of reference include the environmental implications, disruption to agriculture, then vulnerability to floods and other aspects. Now the Sivaramakrishnan report is completely ignored by government of Andhra Pradesh, and they took a unilateral decision to locate it near Vijayawada in Guntur. I personally believe that it amounts to defiance of the AP Reorganization Committee, that act. The second one is under Article 48A of the Constitution. The Environment Protection Act is there of 1986. Under that, they have to take environment clearance, statutory environment clearance, before they start a huge project which disrupts agriculture. It affects food security, it affects water bodies, it affects archaeological sites, it affects the ecology. So I wrote to the Secretary of Environment some time ago, and the Home Secretary also.
Right.
And I pointed out that these legal formalities have to be complied with.
Mr. Sharma, you are based in Visakhapatnam. Do you get the sense that people in Visakhapatnam, in North Coastal Andhra Pradesh or in Rayalaseema are feeling largely ignored because too much of focus seems to be only on the two districts of Guntur and Krishna, where this national capital region is going to come up, and the remaining 11 districts are feeling ignored?
Absolutely, there is a regional discrimination. And now he is talking of raising the level of land in the capital city. I heard somewhere that they are going to construct a barrage near Vaikuntham on Krishna River. And these are endless commitments on finance. And this will completely affect Rayalaseema and North Andhra. It is total discrimination. I held a press conference on this. You know, after all, these are matters which affect the people of this state. He has never consulted anybody. He has not consulted the opposition parties. He cannot take unilateral decisions.
Mr. Sharma, even though the National Green Tribunal has said that levelling work also should not take place in Amravati, the state government believes that levelling work does not necessarily mean construction work. How do you see this kind of a definition of levelling work?
See, this is basically defying the law of the land and trying to find excuses. After all, the National Green Tribunal has very clearly asked the government advocate, and he said there is no data collected so far. So when there is a statutory authority, then it says that you please hold on, and when the state government does not do it, it amounts to defiance of the law of the land.
Right, Mr. A.S. Sharma, thanks a lot for joining us on Up South from Visakhapatnam with that perspective. Staying with news from Andhra Pradesh, leader of the opposition in Andhra Pradesh, Jagan Reddy, has been on fast for the last 6 days, and he has been asking for special status to Andhra Pradesh, something that was promised when the state of Andhra Pradesh was bifurcated in 2014. But the Andhra Pradesh government believes that Jagan is not actually fasting, but actually pulling a fast one.
Jagan Mohan Reddy on day 6 of his indefinite fast in Guntur on Monday. The leader of the opposition in Andhra Pradesh is on protest, demanding special status to the state, something that the NDA government has been reluctant to give, even though the ruling Telugu Desam is a member of the government at the centre. Jagan's argument is that Andhra Pradesh lost revenue generating Hyderabad to Telangana and therefore should be given special status and hefty financial assistance for 10 years.
Instead of being pushed to the back foot by the fast, Andhra government has hit back by saying that Jagan fast need to be inquired. Its health minister believed that Jagan is not fasting but pulling a fast one. That's because Jagan's sugar level has been gone up instead of going down.
Sugar అయిపోయి తగ్గిపోవచ్చు లేకపోతే మనం ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ గా కొంచెం ఇన్సులిన్ ఇంజెక్షన్ ఇస్తే తగ్గిపోవచ్చు బట్ పెరుగుతానికి కారణం డెఫినెట్ గా ఏదో ఒకటి తీసుకోకుండా పెరగదు.
YSR Congress leaders are livid at the accusation and saying the government is bad-mouthing Jagan to cover up its own failings.
The health minister is basically a doctor by profession. Blaming means just they have taken it lightly. They are not at all interested in implementing the special category status for Andhra Pradesh.
Doctors at the Guntur government hospital have been monitoring Jagan's condition and have suggested that he break his fast, since the fast could adversely affect his kidneys. With Ashish in Hyderabad, Bureau Report, India Today.